So, WWE, as you and I have talked about for a long time, has been doing budget cuts since apparently the pandemic began. Triple H, who serves as the Executive Vice President of Global Talent Strategy Development and the COO of WWE, has now commented on these budget cuts, saying that every company across the world is currently looking at ways to cut costs in the aftermath of the coronavirus pandemic. Speaking to the New York Post, he said specifically, quote, coming out of COVID and a pandemic and everything else, all companies have to make difficult decisions. We're no different. Quote, it's part of what we do and it happens on a regular basis. That part's true. All companies
It's
have to
very.
do it. It's not the most pleasant part of what you do. It is what it is. Trevor, does Triple H have a point here? Or is this just tone deaf considering the realities of WWE and the realities of the finances of WWE right now?
I would say in a normal company during a pandemic, he's not wrong, right? This makes sense. Like, because a lot of you see it in a lot of different other industries where, like, they didn't make money over the pandemic, so they had to make budget cuts. Actually, the bar I work at had to make budget cuts. At one point, we only had a few people working at once because we had to make budget cuts. So with that, like, it makes sense because it takes money to pay people. It takes money to keep it open. And if you're not really making much money, you can't keep people and you can't keep it open. So that makes sense. But with WWE having the biggest financial year they've had and since the company has been around, I call bullshit on the whole situation.
I love the build. That was an amazing build. Continue, please, my friend.
um, I call baloney on the whole situation. Like, I mean, it might be. He might honestly believe that that's part of it. Like, honestly, that I mean, and he might honestly be trying to feed the public. That's what it is. So people like us and other YouTubers that or podcasters that say have something to say about it, we'll stop talking about it. But the thing is, your average wrestling fan is not dumb. We know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, if you read the financial statistics and everything that's happened this year, you know it's one of your biggest financial come ups. So you really gonna tell me that you're making these budget cuts because you're losing money? Where? Like, I mean, I believe that you're losing ratings with Raw, yeah, and you might have problems with some of your, maybe some sponsors on USA, whatever. But you're gonna sit there and honestly tell us that you make this. This is what happens. All companies have to do, sir. I have to respectfully call bullshit on this situation.
I look, you were beautiful in your presentation there. That was amazing. I want to make sure I say that. That was amazing. I'm gonna take it to another level.
Oh, I know you're gonna let him have
Not
it.
only is it bullshit, it shows exactly why Triple H, when he takes over for Vince McMahon eventually, because he's the heir apparent, he's gonna run things no differently, I think, than Vince McMahon as far as WWE the company. WWE the company is still going to be this corporate machine. The wrestling product might be better. I genuinely believe that, but it's still going to be this corporate machine because Triple H, he's towing the company line so much. Like, everyone thinks Triple H is going to be this savior coming in on a white horse and saving the day when Vince McMahon eventually retires or whatever. Everyone thinks that Triple H is going to be this great thing for wrestlers and the wrestling business. And I'm not saying that as a booker he won't be, but as the chairman, as the boss, as the corporate CEO, so COO, whatever he's going to be, he's not going to be much different. He's going to operate very similarly, and these comments specifically show you exactly why. This is very tone deaf. This is the epitome. If you look up the term tone deaf in whatever encyclopedia, whatever dictionary you want, there's a picture of Triple H and a bubble popping out of him saying exactly this right now about WWE. The most profitable year in the history, the 50-plus year history of world wrestling entertainment. And he's justifying this as, in the pandemic, we had to make some budget cuts. Like, cry me a fucking river. Cry me a fucking river. They made more money. Look at this. House shows. They completely cut out house shows. They actually saved a lot of money because guess what, Trevor? Before the pandemic, their house shows weren't drawing shit. They were not drawing well in their house shows. So there's no traveling costs. They cut entire departments. Hey, look at that. What happens when you cut entire departments, Trevor? You're not paying people. You're not paying extra people. You don't have the infrastructure built up that you needed before because you're not on the road. You're not doing as much live TV. You don't need as many producers. It's a very like broken down, like, like small operation you're running now. What are your operating costs? Virtually nothing compared to what they were before.
Absolutely.
You just had $1 billion deal with Peacock. You have a hundreds of millions of dollar deal with USA. You have hundreds of millions of dollars coming in from Fox. You have hundreds of millions of dollars coming in from the Saudi government. You have all of these streams of revenue, and on top of that, you got Snickers, the Honey Mustard Mountain Dew pre-show. You got all of this stuff, and you're telling me that the WWE is oh my God, we're doing so bad that we need to cut everything. We need
the T-shirts, the DVDs, video games. Like, come on.
You're telling me that we're really suffering here. Anyone who pays a little attention can see that is bullshit. And the fact that they are able to say this and it can be a legitimate answer legitimately scares me. Right. Whoever he was doing that interview with, I'm surprised they didn't push him on that. Like, this is literally the most profitable year your company has ever had. How can this be an answer to this question, knowing what we know about this company? Oh, on top of all of that, we also got a raise this year, and Triple H didn't mention that. He didn't mention the fact that he got a raise. He didn't mention that Nick Khan came out of nowhere and got paid $13 million last year. Didn't mention that Kevin Dunn's salary went up. Didn't mention that Vince McMahon's salary went up. Didn't mention that Shane McMahon got paid $800,000 just, not including his staff fee, just as a wrestler for 2020. Not mentioning that. It's Triple H, fuck off. I'm sorry. I don't look, I'm sure Paul Levesque is a wonderful human being.
Yeah, and I have no ill will toward the gentleman.
No, for these comments, fuck off.
That's dumb. But I mean, you're gonna tell me that you're making these budget cuts for a reason, whatever, blah, blah. So pretty much what you're saying is that you're not going to be able to eat the fresh caviar today, as opposed to the other caviar that's not fresh.
What do you mean fresh caviar? Vince is back there eating the entire ocean. He's got all the money in the world.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're really telling me this? Cry me a fucking dude, come on. You literally wake up in the morning and have more money than I ever will. And you're whining and complaining and talking about this is a terrible. We have to do this. A bunch of companies. Our company's not doing this. Blah 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 blah. How about you stay your ass indoors and drive yourself around? How about that? If there's a budget cut, if you need budget cuts, do that. No chauffeurs.
You know what? I would have respected him more if he had just said something a little closer to the truth. There's a little bit of there's a PR way of saying that we're restructuring the company and these are how the cards fell. It's not great, but that's say that. Don't try to legitimize these bullshit budget cuts because they are bullshit and you know it.
Because he knows it's bullshit.
And you know how I know it's bullshit? Some of the superstars that they fired, they rehired almost immediately. Look at someone like Rockstar Spud. What's his name? Drake Maverick.
Oh, they rehired him?
They rehired. Remember, he got cut in 2020. That's right. They had that whole thing that on Twitter he came out with the video, and he got rehired almost immediately. I guess that wasn't so necessary, was it? Oh, we're not doing so well here. Samoa Joe literally back after a month. No, bullshit.
They found money in their back pocket. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was apparently just falling out of Nick Khan's pocket.
Oh yeah. Nick
God,
Khan is laughing all the way. Nick Khan is sad all the way to the bank. Oh, we had to lose these wrestlers. Oh my God, can I get that BMW? Thank you. Like, come on, dude.
BMW, my man's got a solid gold Maserati at this point. Like, damn.
He has a solid gold. No, I'm not gonna say that. Anyway.
It's like, Mr. Powers, I like gold. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.